Everybody, on a Wednesday, caller Ron made the show yesterday. He really did. It was tremendous.
I don't know. Gov second with the spicy garlic.
Well, remember, there's double Gov.
All right.
I mean, it's double your pleasure. Welcome in. We've got a lot of ground to cover today. We will get to the Lions at 3 o'clock. And Rico has said, Michael, my thirst for coaching carousel news needs quenching. And the only thing that will do that is you releasing another name on your secret list.
Mike, I got a fever.
Cowbell. 4 o'clock. I'll give you another name. Because that's
Can't wait.
Can't wait. No, it's again, I thought the first name I mentioned, I didn't see anywhere. It was on no list, and I take great pride in telling you that, to my knowledge, the second name I'm about to give you has not appeared anywhere. It's well-versed. It's a coach that's under the age of 50. It's a guy who's built a program. It's someone with an offense rooted in power running game. And you could get his quarterback to come with him.
Oh, I was about to say, it's Jerome Moore.
Ha! Honestly, it wouldn't be the worst thing.
And then they can get Orgy to be the quarterback.
He brought his quarterback.
Yeah.
He brought his QB.
So we'll get to that at 4. We are going to get to 3 o'clock. Dan Campbell was asked about Jared Goff and a contract extension. We're going to talk about it. Rico's trying to trade one of your good young players. We're going to talk about that. But I wanted to open with something because we didn't get to this yesterday, but I have to get this off of my chest. You guys know I really don't like college football coaches who whine. Not a big fan of it. I don't like college football coaches who are martyrs. It bothers me. I have a quote from a college football coach that it's really unbelievable until you consider the source, and I wanted to just have fun with it for a second. That fair?
Yeah.
Let me read this quote to you. We're at a point where if you don't go undefeated, you are losers. You're terrible. And that is such a terrible mindset. And honestly, maybe we need to lose a few games and lighten up the bandwagon. Sometimes the bandwagon gets a little too full. That's the one good thing about going through a little so-called adversity. You really find out who's with you and who's not. Now, who would that be from? When did you meet Will Smith?
You know
who
what?
would that be from?
I saw the quote, and I didn't want to read it because I didn't want to know. I tried to stay as blind to this as possible.
Because that's the fun, and I appreciate that.
I respect the game.
Who has been one of the more disingenuous, out-of-touch, whiny coaches?
Oh, I just figured it out now.
Who once said that their program was built on NIL? The name, image, and likeness of Jesus.
Oh, never mind. I was going to go Nick Saban, but that's not him.
This
I
coach knows
about
Nick Saban.
I thought about Saban at first.
This coach once lived in a car. This coach has a name that isn't real, but it's real.
This coach is a part of a program that I buried a few years ago.
I give you Dabo Swinney. Now, here's the funny part with this.
Wait a minute. Did he really say, basically, he told some fans to jump off the bandwagon?
Here's the problem I have.
When did you meet Will Smith?
When did you meet Will Smith? So, do you know the sign that Clemson hangs in their practice facility? It adorns the entire wall as you walk in and walk out of their football building. Best is the standard. Close quote. Best is the standard. Dabo. Clemson fans have a right to be pissed when you got 2 losses before the calendar hit October. Fans have a right to get pissed. You refuse to use NIL. And they're watching talent erosion. Like on opening night when you got spanked by Nona, except Nona was Mike Elko and Duke. I just like when you hear coaches cry about NIL or coaches cry about expectation, explain to me what we as fans are allowed to do. Like this morning, I got a new nickname for somebody at this station. His name's Johnny Tryhard. You heard little Costa and his little Mr. Marbles routine. Oh, Mike and Rico said they're not going to watch the game. Tell us what we're allowed to do as fans. If you can't hold your coach to a standard, but pay him $10 million a year, that doesn't make any sense. No. If your coach simply needs the highest payroll in order to be successful, then are you really a good coach in the first place?
See, here's what's going on. We can all agree college football has changed, right?
I've heard that.
And what I don't think that college football coaches have realized that being a fan has also changed. Where it used to be, when you were a fan through thick and thin. No matter what, team 12-0, team 0-12. I'm renewing my season tickets. I'm right there. Rah, rah. Go State, go Aggies, go Tech.
Shut up, old man. Wait a minute. I just had an epiphany. Rico's just sparked a topic. People, this is the happy accident of radio. It's like Rico put a bunch of ingredients in that silver bowl of his and produced the most delicious salad ever. What are the new fan rules? With the sport changing the way it's changed, and I have said this, my love for this sport is diminishing on a minute-by-minute basis. Man. What are the new accepted college football fan rules?
I'm with you. I had a conversation with a MSU season ticket holder this morning. And you know who it was?
Alan Howler.
It was Chuck.
Everything comes back to Chuck, doesn't it?
Everything comes back to Chuck. But he's saying, because we were talking about the selling of tickets, and he was like, I don't want to be surrounded by, a bunch of Michigan fans. And I'm like, well, if you guys didn't sell your tickets, you wouldn't be surrounded by Michigan fans. But he's like, that's true, but I don't need to see a bad product. But I'm like, but you're causing the bad environment because you're selling the tickets. And it basically boiled down to, at what point are you deemed a bad fan? Because I think with college football changing, I do think that the rules are now different for fans, where you don't have to sit there, whether your team's 0-12 or 12-0, and support your team no matter what. That through the transfer portal and NIL and them and college football basically saying, we really don't care that much about you, but we need you to stay loyal like, a Labrador retriever. I don't think that's going to happen anymore.
So let's do this. 248-539-9797. Everybody wants to lecture everybody about what these rules are. About, like if I have to hear, again, from his mountaintop of safety school city, like a guy who couldn't get into Michigan or Michigan State lecturing us on what it's like to be a fan. If I have to hear Jim Costa lay out what these rules are, like he's some scion of integrity, no one even goes to CMU games. So here's my point. I'll establish a rule as somebody who actually got into a school they wanted to attend. They wanted pro football. They wanted to make this NFL light. They wanted to get paid, right?
Yep.
Right. Then guess what? I, as a fan, have every right to rip my school's ass when they don't achieve. It's the same thing we do with the NFL. No longer are they college athletes. No longer do they go to the school because they wanted to or love it. What a campus. I'm a psychology man. No. You want to be a hired gun? But you want to be mercenaries?
No. But here's the thing. Because this is so new, you still have some people who went to the school because they love the campus, because they wanted to go into this major. It's not all mercenaries, and it's not all just, hey, this is a great campus. It's a mixture. But you're right. Things have changed. And where you used to be like, well, these are just kids.
Nope.
Not everybody falls in that criteria anymore.
New fan rule. You can boo college athletes. I used to be the guy who says you can't boo at the stadium. That's terrible. Boo the coach. You can't boo the kids. You can boo the kids now.
They're getting paid now.
I was about to say, no. You can boo the kids getting paid.
You can boo them.
All of them.
I'm booing all of them.
All of them.
All of them. You know what? There's a guy on. I'm not going to say it. I know.
What does it rhyme with?
I know a player in college football who's atrocious. He's awful, and he has a brand new car. I'm booing his ass. I can do whatever I want. These are the new fan rules.
Well, I'm saying, if you're getting paid, yes. But if you are,
then put a helmet sticker for the guys who are getting paid so I know who to boo.
You know what? Fair.
But
it's the new pride sticker.
Right.
We put a dollar sign on their helmet. Boop.
Dollar
boo
sign.
his ass.
Either you see a dollar sign or a penny. You can't boo penny players.
No, but that's why you can't limit it to just the players that are getting paid. Utah's getting, all the players are getting a car. All of them are getting a car.
All of them are booable.
Boom.
The new fan rules.
Boom.
You know what else fans can do now? Fans can opt out. If the players can opt out when their needs aren't served, then why can't I opt out when the product is egregiously bad and not entertaining?
So are you saying that we're going to be burying a term from here on out? No longer is there a fair weather fan.
No, not anymore in college football.
So you are a fan for the year.
I'm a fan for the moment.
Or until your team goes down the toilet.
Yep. Why struggle? Half players aren't even going to be there no more. But why sit there and waste my life?
I've been told that that's a part of being a fan is you go through the struggle so that when you get the good stuff, it feels that much better.
Right. Okay.
That's gone. No, but I'm saying with the new college football and all the money being tossed around, I think it is unfair to ask fans to be the same.
Thank you.
And root for us no matter what.
The rules have changed, people. Rico is establishing a new Bill of Fan Rights for the new wave of college football. Oh, and by the way, this isn't just about that quote. Rico's got a news story. Rico was at the congressional hearings. Wait till you hear the word they're about to use with college football. You're not going to believe it.